because you handle the most delicate part of rights of Ugandans, the political rights. We now have Ugandans who live in the diaspora, registered, paying taxes, and contributing to the development and transformation of our country. They too would wish to exercise their democratic rights to choose leaders, how they need to be led. I have seen other countries, including smaller economy countries, give their people, citizens, the right to choose how to be led. How prepared are you to give these people, these Ugandans, their right to choose how to be led? Irrespective of budgetary constraints, that can always come, but how ready are you to facilitate that? Honorable colleagues, yes, if you can give a chance to.
I think the other from the Honorable Chair on diasporans. Honorable members, as we talk now, we are aware that the High Court of Uganda ruled that Ugandans in the diaspora and inmates have a right to vote, their citizens. And indeed, Honorable Chair, as you have observed, other countries are already doing that. But as a commission, before we embark on any activity, even in complying with the court order, the starting point is what does the law permit us to do? Currently, the current legal framework requires us to register voters inside Uganda. For example, as I've said, the law says for you to qualify to vote from a particular polling station, you must be a resident or you must originate from there. Now, if I cross the US, how do I say, what is your parish in the US? We can't do that. So we need a starting. It comes back to us, yes. There must be some amendment in the legal framework that permits us, the commission, to register these voters in the diaspora. The same with the inmates. Currently now, the law says the Uganda Prisons Act, I think, prohibits certain entries in the prisons. And secondly, are you going to tell candidates now you go to prisons and campaign? So those are the things. Are you going to say now they don't allow to set up polling stations in prisons? Are you going to tell the Uganda prisons you release the prisoners to vote from the polling stations which are neighboring Luzira prisons? So we are saying in the main that once the necessary legal framework is put in place to allow the commission to carry out its work in preparation for these people, the diasporans and inmates, to vote, we shall do that. We shall do the needful. Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Thank you so much. We have a few minutes to the plenary and we receive
agencies. Honorable members, there is no standard procedure per se. If we are talking about standard procedure, the operational guidelines should be designed in accordance with the law. The law is very clear on the mandate of the Uganda Police Force, the mandate of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, the mandate of the Electoral Commission. So, and the emphasis we make as a commission, one and foremost, the Electoral Commission is in charge of all electoral processes. It is in charge, even in security that is aligned to an electoral activity should be viewed in the context that the Electoral Commission is in charge. Therefore, the security services are required or expected to act or carry out their mandate primarily in ensuring that there is an environment of peace and stability and tranquility that allows the candidates, other actors, the voters to participate in the campaigns, and on polling day to move to the polling stations freely without any obstruction. So the operational procedures are to be derived from the legal framework that exists with regard to the mandates of these institutions. We received a number of complaints, honorable members, during that time from various, not only presidential candidates, but even parliamentary candidates. For example, some of the complaints we received were from flag bearers. They were saying, look, I'm the flag bearer, but this independent candidate who is standing against me is using the party paraphernalia or party colors and logos of a party, and yet this person did relinquish the flag or was denied the flag. So why should this happen? So we receive a number of complaints, and we endeavor as much as possible to handle them in accordance with the law. Even those regarding the role of security, the role of RDCs, we received all these complaints and would react to them and ensure that the process of campaigns and the general and the elections in particular remain conducted in a manner that does not put the country in a state of uncertainty and a state of fear and apprehension. The other issues mentioned by field staff, Honorable Rose. Yes, we have at time over and again during training, during meetings, warned, cautioned our personnel of the dangers of electoral corruption. This is something that is not acceptable. We have a zero tolerance policy to corruption as a commission. And any member, we have had who have, I think, lost jobs on account of corruption, if there is sufficient evidence. So we don't tolerate corruption, and if you have any reports about any of our officers who have engaged in corruption or asked money from you, please let us know. We shall take action in line with the legal framework. Honorable Rose, I wish you could present to us something comprehensive. You just highlight all those things. We shall invite you if need be, and we shall either talk about them, because we also need to ensure that Terego has a smooth process like other districts of the country. And we don't want to be part of what is happening on the ground between your competitors. That is a different matter. But for us, from the EC's perspective, we will have to make sure that whatever is done in a manner that puts every person, every actor at the same level without any preference or discrimination of any sort. On the issue of a home, you know, we have been facing challenges, Honorable Chair, with the Terego. Whereas the district became operational in 2021, not so. Up to now, we don't have a physical presence in Terego because of lack of adequate premises or accommodation. We are trying to address that, and you know, Honorable Rose, that now you are there, or registrar operates from Arua, which is not acceptable in our part. Okay.
We have enough rooms. We can give you.
We are going to do that. So.